Guys, the eighth wonder of the world. You are probably going to be shocked by this. It's a new one. It's come up the last couple of decades. In property, one of the biggest problems that we're having, and it is a wonder. And we've got some great tips for you today. Stay tuned. Real estate property manager expert Cleo Witt here. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mark. How are you?
Good. So Cleo, this morning we started off saying, look, what are we? What's something you want to talk about with people, educate people, help people in property, particularly in property management? And you brought up
Waterproofing. The dreaded
wow,
W word.
wow, and it's
Um,
not Greek. You reckon the seven wonders of the world are mostly Greek, do you?
I don't reckon. It's actually fact. But the eighth wonder is definitely waterproofing in property management world, I think.
And how did this happen? So you've been a property manager for 15, 20 years. Has this sort of evolved? There's more of it? Why is there more of it now? These issues.
I believe it's due to compliancy, age of properties, and this whole unique thing where everyone's a house flipper now, a renovator. They want to buy something, add value, flip it, sell it, make money on it. And waterproofing is a huge part of bathrooms, balconies, and to get that compliancy certificate, you have to have waterproofing and it has to be certified, and then there's a warranty period and all these things that I never knew when entering the wonderful field of property management. But I remember a job I started with a unit in Lagoon Street, Narrabeen, and it had a rooftop terrace and those planter boxes that went all around the top of the roof, sort of like the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. That's one of the seven wonders. And you could see it from the outside, and it was beautiful, it looked like a tropical oasis. But on the side, you looked at the render and it was black and starting to drip down. And I managed a unit, and the cornices inside the lounge were hanging off, and it was all to do with these planter boxes and waterproofing. So I became very educated very quickly on that whole process, and I didn't realize how much money it actually costs to do this. So we talked in our last segment about special levies and how they're raised. Well, this is one of the reasons. Waterproofing is a huge expense to a strata plan and an owner's corporation. So that was, one example of waterproofing maintenance. Yeah.
So when you're buying, keep an eye out for bubbling walls. Keep an eye out for embedded, built-in planter boxes or trees or stuff into your building, because or large terraces, actually, large terraces, because if that underneath that membrane fails, um, you could be up for a hell of a lot of money. But there's a solution, there's a quick fix that you guys use, which I love this company. I don't know why. They're called Mega Seal.
Yeah, they're very good for bathrooms and showers. There's also the shower repair center. There's a lot of solutions and sealants that you can do a temporary fix for, especially in bathrooms. You look at a unit that was built in the 60s or 70s, and you will often see concrete. Even though it's concrete, you'll see the effects of the shower leaking over time. It's all bubbled and the paint starts to come off the concrete wall, and that's due to the shower floor or tiles being compromised. there might not be any waterproofing at all, actually. But Mega Seal Shower Repair Centre, they come in and they basically seal the whole shower, the tray in particular, and that seems to work for a good 5 or 10 years. Like and they are very good at coming back if you do get a reoccurring leak. And I can't recommend them enough for bathrooms. But the thing people don't understand with water and anything to do with waterproofing, it's not always just a one shop stop. It's always, a thing that has to be checked, and it's reoccurring. Water can travel very far in a property, where the problem could be the bathroom, but you're not going to see the water effects. It could be down the hall, it could be, and there's all these companies and people that have to get involved to kind of search where this leak is, or where water is. It's really
Leak
tricky, and
detection.
it's, yeah, leak detection. And a terrace, or like you said, a big balcony, it's very obvious because it's going to be the roof and you can see it coming down from the roof. um, I've got a
Yeah.
job that's been going on in freshwater for 2 years now. There's no solution. The rent is really low because the tenant's bathroom has a hole in the ceiling with exposed pipes, and it's a leak that only happens in extreme weather conditions. And it's got nothing to do with the bathroom upstairs. It has nothing to do with the pipes, but there's water coming through. And it's taken many, many people to try and figure out. We've figured out that it's to do with the balcony door frame. So that has failed, and that waterproofing around the frame, or whatever they use, the flashing. So the door needs to be replaced, and that's the reason that the bathroom in our unit we manage has a leak. It's taken 2 years to find that.
Wow. And I've seen some of these leak detection guys, they'll use like a blue dye or a red dye or something, and then they'll actually try to penetrate where the leaks, they'll try to achieve that leak. And then if they see blue dye, they go, bang, that's where it's coming from. So they'll change the color of their dyes, and they'll change where they're trying to sort of create that problem. Um, so this has been around for a long time, but why is there more of it? Like, I don't understand, because growing up, like, it didn't seem like there was as much around, whereas lately, the last 10, 20 years, it's like there's shit tons more of it.
You know what? It's a cash cow. It's a cash cow for all these companies that do these remedial works. I know they do a good job, but gosh, it's expensive and it's really time consuming. And you're kind of at the mercy of them when you have a leak in a property with a strata plan. You have to get it fixed. The strata plan, when you go to buy a property and you ask for the strata report, if it has anything to do with water or leaks, it's something that will put buyers off sometimes. So it's not a job that you can avoid or do. Why it's come about so much, I think, also to do with compliancy. Once you look at one thing and you start to rip it around, you find there's certain, other jobs or other compliancies that you don't have, and then strata make the owner's corporation become
Sure.
compliant. It's like the smoke alarm upgrades and all of that. We have a property where the waterproofing's failed on the rooftop penthouse terrace, but they've figured out that now the railing isn't compliant, the joints aren't compliant because the way they've drilled into the slab will compromise the waterproofing. So now they're going to do all the railing quotes, and it's blown out to like almost $500,000. And it's like, once you peel off one layer, how many layers of the onion underneath can they find? And yeah, it's because we are so regulated, I feel. Whereas before, an owner could just go in and do a little seal, and it'll
Sad.
probably hold for 10 years. Who knows?
Buy something at Bunnings, just fix it yourself.
Yeah. Renovate your whole bathroom from Bunnings on your own. Yeah. Well, I think that's where this came about as well. A lot of these dodgy renos um, have caused a lot of problems. So with bathrooms in particular. So I do understand it, but I don't love it. It's probably one of my
No.
banes of maintenance when it comes to strata buildings.
But I do say talk to a pro. Will navigate through these things better than people that don't have the experience. So talk to a pro property manager, strata manager, people that have been through it before. They'll guide you through it. I spoke with Lisa this morning, a property in Freshwater. They had a strata levy of 800 grand.
I mean,
And I was going,
800,000. Wow.
I was like, so anyway, speak to a pro to navigate you through. Cleo, thank you very much for discovering the Greek, the eighth, which is also Greek as well. Wonder of the world. What the proofing? And it definitely is a wonder for me. That it's amazing, amazing.
Have a great day, everyone. I'll speak to
Lisa
you
says
next Thursday.
per Lisa says 800 grand per apartment. Yeah, that's out of control.
You can
Anyway,
buy a whole
thanks,
apartment with that.
legend. Speak soon. Can
Bye.
you believe it? Can you believe it? Have a great week. See you, everyone.
I'm the ringleader, so listen up.
Leo, thank you very much. Thank you.